Buenos dias, YouTubers. Okay, today we're gonna have a little tutorial on how to start your typical Brit bike, vertical twin. So this one is a 1973 Bonneville, but the BSA, the Norton, all the late model unit construction and powered by big batteries and alternators. They all are pretty much the same, so I expect this would work for any of them. So they can be tricky to start. You got to get it just right, and they have to be in good tune. In other words, everything has to be working right, coils in good shape, battery charged, everything just kind of lined up. So I'm going to go through the steps that I use to start my bike, and I've developed this over the years, but I think it works for just about anybody. And I say that it boils down to 4 steps or necessary elements for it to start in the first 1 or 2 kicks. And that is oil, gas, compression, and spark. So all of those things are normal to this engine. There's nothing tricky about that. But what I like to do is to get the oil circulating first, because this bike has been sitting there for a couple of weeks, I think, and it is definitely cold. So this is the cold start method. For a hot start, keep your fingers crossed. It's different every time. Okay, about 5 strokes like that, and you've got the oil squirted into all the bearings as it needs to be. Next is the gas. You turn both petcocks on. At least I like it that way. And then you go down here and you take the right hand one or the central one if there's only one carburetor. Doesn't matter, they all work the same until it squirts at the bottom. So what you're doing there is flooding the bowls, the fuel bowls. They're both flooded. Now we're going to shoot some of that into the compression chamber. Remember, now the ignition is off at this point. One will do it. Bring it back up. Give it a couple more squirts to replace what you had. Turn on the ignition. Give it about 5 seconds for the coils to charge up, and then give it a good run. I take it up to 3,000 starters and drop it back to about 2,000. And it's got to warm up. If I don't let it warm up, it'll stall. This is a high-performance engine for its day, and they tuned it so that it would only idle if it had sufficiently warmed up. And you can make it idle and colder, but then it doesn't really get the top performance. Okay, that's the cold exhaust note. Music to my ears. Love it. That's it. Follow those steps carefully, and you will find that it'll start almost first kick every time. If everything is in working order, spark plugs are clean, tuned right, carburetors are tuned right. So that's it for today. Good luck with your bike. Adios, amigos.